What? What? Yeah, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, back at you with another Forza Motorsport 6 video. Now, I was just poking through a couple of the cars that were available to buy in this game, and I came across an absolute gem that I could just not pass up the opportunity to do a build for. Now, it is a Ford, so we're gonna jump into the Fords, and I'm gonna just let's just scroll through, and you guys let me know which one of these cars. Now, obviously, all of these cars deserve their own respective builds, like Shelby GT500. You know, we got what else we got? Oh, well, we were just in that Focus RS. You guys already know what's up. The fucking Cobra R, the 95 Cobra R, maybe a Fox body. No, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna scroll all the way to the very bottom for this 1940 Ford Deluxe Coupe. Now, when I saw this thing, obviously very old school, very mafioso, I just saw tons of potential for a sick drag build. So what we're going to do is see if we can find something kind of rat rodish. Let's see what our options are here. But I do, to be honest, right off the bat, love the black color. But we're going to see if somebody had any good ideas for some old school rat rods. And there's army paint job looking pretty dope. Sheriff's Department, pretty basic. You guys know. Let's see what we got here. Those side louvers, I don't know, those wings or something like that. Oh, the beaver panel. The old beaver panel. Now let's go ahead and just search description rat rod and see what comes up. If nothing comes up, we're just gonna do our own little black paint job. I just want to see what kind of paint jobs are out there for this. Let's see what we got here. That's looking pretty sick. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I was looking for something with some old school patina. Fast lap, that's looking pretty sick. That's looking pretty sick. But to be honest, after looking at all these so-so paint jobs, I'm thinking we are just going to go ahead and paint this black. Now, there are a couple different paint jobs from the manufacturer. I'm thinking black's going to be our color right here. Just flat black, straight gangster. And we are going to see if we can get this thing friggin' moving. So without further ado, let's go ahead and buy this vehicle. I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you feel the need to.
Ford
and
Deluxe
if you guys
Coupe.
are already subscribed, you guys already know what is good. We are going to jump right into this. Now, first and foremost, because this is an old school car, 163 performance points, an E-Class vehicle, we need to do something about that. Obviously, the engine swap's the only way to go about it. What do you guys see? 7-liter V8, a 6-liter V12, or the 5.9-liter V8 Racing. Now, I am thinking for this specific build, we should go with a 6-liter V12. What do you guys say? D, C-Class, how sick would that be to just have a 6-liter V12? I don't know what kind of V12 motor this is. If you guys would know, let me know down in the comments. They don't really tell you much about where these engines are coming from, but a V12 in this little car sounds absolutely sick. We are going to keep it a drag car, so I'm going to leave the stock rear-wheel drive drivetrain. Twin turbo, I don't think that is necessary. We're going to stick with the stock naturally aspirated V12 motor. And let's check out some of our options for front ends here. Now, I like that shaved look. That's looking really sick. Even that with just straight bumper. Let's get rid of some of this nonsense. Either that or the shaved look. I'm liking the shaved look. Let's cut that bumper right out of the picture. And as far as back ends, let's see. A little spoiler. Not really liking that. We're going to go ahead and leave that off. And rear ends, let's see. I'm liking the way that it looks shaved again. Let's get rid of all those bumpers. If we have an accident, it's going to cause some body panel damage, but hey, this is a video game, so we don't really care about that. And I'm thinking this thing should be a straight up drag build, so let's go. No, I'm going to put a race tire comp. You know what? Drag tire it is. Let's get this thing to the drag strip and just tear it up. Obviously, the front tires, if it is a drag build, don't have to be widened, so we are going to go ahead, tub out the back, absolutely insane. You can see how wide those tires are now. Now here comes the rim. See if we can tie it all together. We're gonna start. Oh, those are looking right there, right there. If you're talking drag build, those are the way to go. Let's see what else we got here. Those also looking pretty dope. Street lock D-window, the Kragers. Those are looking pretty good, man. I'm thinking it's going to be between the Kragers or that first set that we looked at. Whole shot, also a good choice. The rest of these, those are not looking too chabby. Not too chabby. I don't know. A lot of good options when it comes to drag builds in this car. These also not a bad looking wheel. Let's go ahead back to that first set that we liked. The American Racing Outlaw. Outlaw 2. I just like the sound of that. So we're going to go ahead and cut this decision short, man, because I just like how the Outlaw 2 sounds. And let's see if we're going to big up our wheel size just a little bit. Throw a 19 on the front. See how that does. And we're going to leave the back a little bit smaller. So I'm not going to go ahead and change the back wheel diameter. I want it to look kind of like a drag car, so we're going to have it a little bit staggered. We'll keep the back the way that it is since we got that big tubbed out rear end now. And the clutch, obviously going to have to upgrade all of this craziness. Transmission, we're going to throw on a race transmission, and we're just going to take it down the quarter mile because, to be honest, I don't expect this car really to perform too well around corners. So we're going to make this a straight up drag car. Make it look all types of gangster. Love the black paint job. Glad we didn't go with a really ugly rat roddy type thing. I guess we don't really need brakes, but for the sake of having our performance points up, we're going to throw those brakes on there and slam this beast to the ground. Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do in a second to really give it kind of a street rod dragster type look. We're going to deal with that in a second with the tuning. Stiffen up all of our anti-roll bars. And of course, the weight reduction. Gotta have that weight reduction. This car is probably a heavy hunk of metal. And with that being said, we are gonna jump in here, take care of, since we're doing a drag build, I'd like to hit 10s, to be honest. So I'm thinking we're gonna go crazy. This is just, let's just go ahead and upgrade this freaking V12 as much as we possibly can. 7-liter V12. Still no idea what this is out of. I'm assuming it's going to be some kind of a Ford, but you guys let me know down in the comments if you have any idea. Cams, damn, this thing is really, could use those 2 turbos we saw earlier. Could use those 2 turbos, to be honest. And right now we are into S-Class. 707. What I'm gonna do is back it on up, back it up. I'm gonna take back some of these mods, especially the cam, and I'm gonna see if I can sit this right at the top of 700. Now the reason being is once I get online, I have a funny feeling I'm not gonna be able to wring out another 100 performance points out of this motor without a turbo. So what I am gonna do is just do a few minor mods, see if we can seat it somewhere close to 700 right there. That's absolutely perfect. As you can see, the handling very poor, but acceleration and speed for an A-class car, I'm hoping that this thing is gonna hit into those the 10 seconds, hoping for 10.4, doing a little bit of drags. Before we get into that, we're gonna go ahead and tune this car. So let's see. Already off the bat, 0 to 60 miles an hour, we got 2.6 seconds, which is absolutely crazy considering I believe we did, I guess that's not too crazy, not too nuts. But what we are going to do, lower the rear tire pressure just a little bit. And look at that, 2.7 just from lowering the tire pressure. We gained, did we gain or lose? Let me just have a look here before I talk some smack. 2.7, 2.6. All right, so we're going to leave the tire pressure the way that it is. What I am going to do is leave the camber and anti-roll bars. No, that's side to side. We can leave those the way they are. The springs, I feel they should be extremely stiff. And what I'm going to do for that kind of dragster look, slam the rear, and raise the front all the way to the top. So let's go ahead and apply that setup right now, and just back it up real quick and get a look. Now, as you can see, perfect stance. Got a little bit of a bigger, meatier tire on the back with a little bit more rim on the front. I'm liking the way that this thing is looking. So why don't we jump up in here, go for a test drive, and first and foremost, take it down the drag strip and see exactly what this thing is made of. Now, I'm shooting for a 10.4 with a 0 to 60 of 2.6 seconds. I'm guessing that should be possible as long as she hooks up, which we should, because we got that drag radial tire compound on here. V12 sounds like a Lamborghini. 9.3 seconds. Wow, man, that's absolutely crazy. So I'm assuming this is going to be a Lamborghini engine, since it sounds absolutely friggin' badass. Let's take this for another test drive. Now, I noticed we did the Hockenheimring, and this one seems to be a little bit less grippy. You got to kind of feather the gas a little more right off the bat. So let's see if we can achieve at least a 9. I find this to be a 0.05 of a second slower than the airfield track. You'll notice a lot more wheel spin off the hop. Lot more wheel spin, but still, my lord, 9.9. So we are still under 10 seconds. This thing is an absolute friggin' beast. Like, wow, what a monster. This thing launches like you wouldn't believe. What a good build. Like, as soon as I seen this car, I knew that it had to happen. I'm a sucker for these old ass cars like this, so I'm just absolutely blown away that this, like, I was shooting for a 10.4. We are still in A class. This is the exact reason why we see these cars on the drag strip, unlimited drag online. These are the cars, man. They just absolutely boogie. Now let's see how we do on a launch here. See if we can hook up on a regular track. Completely cold. No problem whatsoever. See how she turns, though. That's the real ticket here. Oh, those front wheels having a hard time. You can hear them just hopping. But the real key to this, my lord, that drag launch, 9.3, what? Oh, completely smashed it. So obviously this thing definitely not one for the track. You got to keep this thing on the drag strip. Let's go ahead and do a couple more laps on the drag strip. I can't believe this thing hit 9.3. Let's see if we can get it going a little bit faster. We're going to take it back to the airfield drag strip. But as you guys saw, definitely not a car for cornering, mainly because I put the small tires on the front. If I had to big them up a little bit, I think I would have had a better chance, but definitely just a drag car. So we're going to do a couple more drag races and put an end to this video. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you guys want to see more drag builds, let me know down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. The red line is crazy on this. A 9.343 once again. So yeah, that's looking about where we're going to sit with this car. I'm going to mess around with this a little bit more. Like, if you guys want to see comparison drag build videos where I drag race a couple of the different cars in my garage, let me know. I was thinking of doing that, where I just go through like my cars, jump in this, jump in that, and do a couple of drag builds, because this is actually pretty fun when you get into these and you just see. Now, I wish it would give you like a full printout, like at the end it says, oh, here's your 60 foot, etc., etc. But it is a video game. Sometimes you gotta just take it how it comes. But with that being said, we're probably gonna put an end to this video. So yeah, I just want to say thank y'all mofos for watching. And, she, man, I'm gonna catch y'all at the next one. Woo!